So two ideas. Hero.
All right, Barry, we're live.
Nice.
Now let's see if I can share this onto your page. Bear with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love how I can kind of hear the guys in the background talking about the changes they want to make.
It's all the giveaways, isn't it?
I like it though. It's like I feel part
It's all the
of it.
giveaways.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Hopefully I can get a little bit of insight on how to be better at the game. Right, I'm just going onto my dashboard on live.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of like what you were saying, where depending on how much armor Blazer's got, that's something to damage. Like things like that. I really like that whole idea of like armor does something to
Almost there. Bear with.
No, you're good.
I'd say there are two systems, so like a passive system, and then I would almost see that as a quick. Yeah. Okay. Stuff. Yeah. And then there was one about monster passive. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So like, I'm trying to think of a way of making you take on fights differently depending on what's going on.
No, I can't find it on my YouTube studio.
The first idea I had was that could have like.
Here we go. Go live. Oh, okay. Wait. I think I found it.
Yeah. Which like pack tactics is usually given to like.
We could break the whole of Steam.
Here we go.
Which is when they're together, they get stronger, but as you kill them, they become less of a threat. Yeah. So it then becomes their passive is when there's more than one of them in the fight, they're actually stronger than just the base form. Yeah. So like so will do.
You would feel like this should be an easy thing to do, but for some reason...
I'm sure it is once you know. Seems to be like generate that token, chuck it in the stream, and then you push and it shares. But Zero was happy, but he was coming in from Twitch, so... But I can tie you up with him at some point and he'll help you.
No worries. Anyway, we're live on stream anyway, so we might as well just continue, and I'll figure this out for the next time I do a stream, just so me and you can have a little chat about the game. Now the game is behind us now. I'm gonna play the game a little bit, and maybe you can help me along the way. And I thought I could ask you questions whilst I play the game, so the viewer can also have something to look at whilst listening to our boring conversation. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now I've set up a cam where we can both. I can play the game. You can see the game, and we can also both see each other as well at the same time. So let me just do that, and then okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, do you want to give us a bit of an overview about who you are, the studio, previous work?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're Bad Fox, based in the UK on the South Coast. Team of about 8 young indies. Most came together with a sort of vision of just building fun games, different games, and not just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
We actually met Joe out in Dubai first time. He gave us a bit of coverage, bless him, which is really cool. With Super Squad, which was our first game, which was it's a really fun game, and it's still live, and it will always be live because we're not one of those that will only keep something running if we're making millions. We're actually gamers, so it's actually costing us money to keep it up every month, but we don't care. It's a game, so that's it.
It's a lot of fun, that game.
We've got a lovely little core audience that enjoy it. That was one would say not the best start for an indie because it's multiplayer.
Yeah.
So all the things that you don't do, we did, right? But that was fun. We just wanted to see if it was good. We then got involved with a lot of publishers and investors. No, it's we want Monopoly Go Part 2, but we're only going to give you £10,000 and we'll own the whole game. That sort of thing. And we just thought, no, this is really not us. We just want to make cool stuff in our mind. So we camped down. We wanted a bit of a sort of turn-based type game, single player.
Yeah.
And we used to play what you're seeing now on a tabletop with pieces of paper.
That's cool.
We used to play it for hours and we loved it, but you would have to write +2, +4. and we sort of decided, if we put this on the PC and got the calculations all taken away in the back, it'll be quicker. And basically, Dungeonfell was born out of that. And then we've worked over and over and over different metrics. Now, currently, what we did is when we pushed the game last week, it's a default level. And the hardest thing is really trying to work out what level you put a gamer in at the start. If it's too easy, it comes across too boring. If it's too hard, I can't play this and I'm out. It's really, really difficult. So what we did is we had a really base level, which is really, really easy. And then as you do the runs, we call it corruption, but the corruption can be set upper level, upper level, upper level, upper level. And it's like, who can get to the top if you can? Mm-hmm. What we were noticing with some of the early streams is a lot of people were running through quite quickly.
Okay.
So we've done a quick patch on a lot of the feedback, changed some of the bits that gamers were feeding back to us that they didn't really like. For example, the armor used to go on your turn. Players wanted it to stay in stack, so we went, yeah, that's a good call. So all these little changes were done. But what we've done now is as you progress through the dungeon, behind the scenes, you are pushed up a corruption level each time. So you'll notice that if you go now from, say, like Ferry's Rich to the next one, it goes corruption 2, corruption 3. Yeah. So the opportunity is there. If it becomes too hard, you can turn that corruption down and still have a run and still play. Yeah. But the only way you're going to get up the leaderboard is by handling that additional corruption. The only way you handle the additional corruption is the addition of a lot of the spells and all the moves and the combinations of different teams.
I guess it's all really about figuring out, what goes well together.
It really is. What works, absolutely. So the team laughed at me because I had my little selection and I used to cleave a lot and I was, this game's easy. But you get to a certain point and suddenly that doesn't work anymore. And it's no. And you got to completely rethink about your combo. I was never using spells, so I'd forget the spells were there, and I would just carry on playing. Now I'm at a level where I've got a complement of spells, and I need to use them. I need to use the Sunder for the armor. I need to remember, all the different ones that go together, and it's just like a complexing layer that gets harder and more insane. Now we have had, there's a guy called Slamrox, who was a Super Squad player, a really cool player. He's jumped on board this. He was the first one that done a perfect level 12 slam dunk, and just watching him, it's like, is that our game? I can't even do that. So we know everything within our game is achievable and more. But honestly, I get to about level 7 or 12, and no, I'm stuck. But it's great because it's doable. But it's finding that combination, and it really is. It's positioned there for turn-based gamers. It's not there for sort of multiplayer. So if you like to think about what you're doing and work it out, this is for you. Yeah. If you just want instant action and a button spin now, no, it's not for you.
No, yeah, I get you. Honestly, for me, jumping into it, I haven't played a game like this in a while, and my initial was like, oh God, I'm gonna have to get back into this. And then within like the first couple of rounds, I just got like super into it straight away. And after my first couple hours of playing and I stepped away, I literally just spent the whole night going like, oh, I gotta go back on Dungeonfell.
Nice one, man.
Next morning, just went straight back onto it. Like, honestly, I was hooked. And it is a lot of fun trying to figure out everything that you need, and how do you go through it. And like you said, like at the start, I was like, all right, well, if I just do max damage to them, get rid of their I forgot what it's called, like when you make them
break them, and
when you break them. And then I was like, sweet, but then I realized, well, you can only break them once, then become fortified, and that becomes a bit more difficult as you get further up in the levels, and this and that.
For example, there's some moves where you're better off letting them almost damage you on the first turn. So for example, if their second turn is a real big hit, take the 5 damage and go for a guard or whatever, but let them play it, and then try and break them on the big boy. Where if you break them completely level 1, when it comes to second turn, as you quite rightly said, they go fortified, so you can't break them, and then you've got a world of problem because like you got 3 coming in at 20 damage rather than taking 6. So it's a lot of sort of like strategy around it, which I don't think the game initially gives you if you just watch some of the the video. But the gamers that we've got in at the moment, and as I say, it's a really strong growing base. The gamers at the moment that want a challenge and want just that half hour where you just think a bit, and it's an intrigue. It's a bit like a game of chess, right? Where you can play a level 1 or you can play a level 10 grandmaster. You pick and choose what level you want, and it just gets harder. Same game, but it's the move, it's the combination, it's how you play, it's what you do. And it's also, sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying, I kind of like feel like, oh yeah, I know what's going on in this game. And then I'm like, wait, I'm missing some stuff here. And then I kind of realize it later. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense there. Okay.
And it's also one of those games, you can play a wrong turn, right? If there's a right or wrong turn. But you can play a silly turn or something silly, and suddenly it runs at you, and it's like, oh, wow. However, it is turnable. It isn't once you're losing, you've lost. You can think about the strategy and pull it back. But it's a combination of using the spells. Now, what a lot of the new players are not necessarily finding straight away, but they will, and we're seeing it grow, is when you come out and you've got your gold or your scarabs or your nice resources, it is really vital to plan out your skill tree, as in, what combo am I going to get? What are these going to give me? How am I adding to my relic pool? That really helps you further down in the game. If you ignore that, like I did to my peril, my team were laughing at me because I'm happily cleaving, I'm taking Kaijin in, cleave. Oh, this is simple. Yeah. Level 2, look, I can do this. It's simple. Yeah. Level 3, guys, I'm dead. It's like, well, you're just trying to cleave your way through the game, and that's never going to get you there.
No,
so
I did play the game obviously before the release for a little bit, and and then I've played it since release, and you have made it a little bit harder.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah. So, for example, we've also
completed the game like
I know.
I got pretty far before it came out, and now I'm like, no, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, the team have done phenomenal because Eddie on the game design is constantly balancing and rebalancing, and what we've been doing is watching feedback, listening to really cool gamers, and we're making it such that decisions aren't being made just because somebody wants this. It's that's not the case. But decisions have been made that if we done this and if we done that. So one of the biggest things that we've done, as I said, is auto up the corruption each level. So you start at level 0. Once you get through the Pharaoh's Lich, it's now level 1. Once you get through that, it's level 2. Now, we were expecting players to do that themselves, but maybe that was totally wrong, because why would a player do that? And you've got to sort of, and it might not be that obvious. So we've left the corruption level that you can turn it down, but it's forcing up every time. And that brings, like we've done different dynamics of turn queues. So when the corruption level kicks in, that's what makes the relics and the spells really valuable. Because if you have a high corruption,
killed my mage.
If you have a corruption level where set all monster speed to 0, at early levels you're always going first anyway. So what's the point? And it seems a bit of a pointless. Corruption level 4 or 5, where you're taking heavy damage at the start. Resetting them to 0 is a real big plus. So it's an interesting one. But we found
I'm gonna have to use the heal here to get my mage back. I think it's
absolutely
painful. Yeah, I mean, I've tried to do this with corruption like up pretty high, to be honest with you, and it's a lot more difficult. So I might take the easy route on the healing route on this one, just to see how it goes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, it's I think for me, I'm still just trying to, I've figured out a few combos that work here and there, but I'm trying to, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot that you need to delve into to figure out, what needs to be done where.
For example,
I'm just going to share this with you.
I was never using fawns on Blaze. I didn't see the point of that initially. Thank you. So again, I like the combo. You've unlocked. Nice one. See, there's a very sort of like strong damage attack. One of the things that we've been talking about as well, which people don't realise, is, can you see where the bat will cleave or attack all? If you guard, you can't actually guard a cleave. You can only guard a single attack. And I think from a UI point, we need to make that a bit clearer. But
Yeah, it took me a while to realize that. Oh, that's the attack they're gonna do. This means who they're attacking, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, getting it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're doing quite well though.
Oh mate, I'm not sure about that. Well, I had you know, the lady archer.
Yes.
The archer lady. So I had figured something out with her that you know, she can increase the attack of someone else. And there was like another version of that which then increased the attack by like 100%, but then you take some damage or something.
Absolutely.
So I was using that to then get Kaijin to be like super powerful. Who's this one here?
Yeah, Kaijin, you're right. Yeah, absolutely.
To get Kaijin super powerful, and then I would just like smash through the enemies, and that worked out quite well actually for a little bit.
It does get insanely mad though. It really does.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, as I say, I think I'm about halfway through the undead on about level 5, and I'm pushing. But we often get a live stream in our Discord channel with Sam, and as I said, just watching him is just poetry because he's just like running the perfect. And it's like, man, how are you doing that? You know, and we're constantly we're going to have to do this and do this. So we're going to have to put some more prestige levels in to try and fox him out a bit.
I mean, there's always going to be, I should have healed first, then hit him.
No, you see, that's what I do. You automatically go for the kill. You don't think about it, do you? It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm going to have to get the extra +5 healing just to be safe. Although I am going on the easy route here.
No, that's cool.
Next 3 levels. But yeah, so obviously this one's now glowing purple, which means he's got the chance to be like there's a chance to have some corrupted. So he's a corrupted.
Absolutely,
now.
He's now
His
corrupted.
Health has gone up and by 10 as you can see. So he's normally 85, is now 95, and his attack is a little bit stronger as well. Correct.
When they come in corrupted, there's different variables that will change because obviously they're corrupted. So your strategy on the original is not. It doesn't play out exactly the same. You've got to find a new technique, a new way through.
Yeah.
And as I say, so as they go higher and higher and higher, you get, well, ultimately, end game is the heart of corruption, as you'll find out if you play it all the way through.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just gets madder, Joe.
Yeah.
It just...
I can tell. So, I mean, my tactic at the moment is I normally try and, break them as early as I can. Get as many teammates. I try and store my AP as much as I can as well. Use it as little as possible, to be honest with you.
Good call.
And then just try and do some damage to them, and so that I can break.
But it's like here, if you see the 2 coming up, you got the mummy. You can see that there's going to be sort of accuracy up and sharp up, but the one following is going to do health. So again, it's a call. Do I need to take, where have I got them? Because obviously the mummy's not going to technically attack you. So you could concentrate on making sure the health is killed off. If you've got
he's
enough,
going to heal himself. Yeah, is what you're
correct.
saying.
So you could sort of prioritize the one that's going to heal, knowing that next round you should have enough action points to take out the attack that's just gone.
There we go. So if I get rid of him, and all he's going to do is up his abilities, basically.
Correct. So, and then you can concentrate more on him after, knowing that, he's going to come back and hurt me.
Get rid of that person first. And then I should be able to do like
correct.
Old bam.
That's it. Absolutely.
Oh, bam. And then that guy's got another one, so I won't waste any team AP. And then this guy can just finish him off. Bam.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I love strategizing and like going... you really think like sometimes it'll take me like half an hour to go through like 10 rounds because I'm like really thinking I'm going to do this perfectly. Man. And obviously once you get a bit more into it, you can get a bit quicker. But at the start, I would spend ages on every single move,
Oh, that's cool. And again, if, from a gamer point of view, it really does have that connotation of chess. I hate to use that as a sort of a one, but it's like if you're into the game, it's like, why did he move that, and what can I do here, and why should I, and it's quite good fun, as I think. But as I said, it really is a turn-based strategy game where you just sit and think, work out your strategy. It's constantly changing. If you want instant gratification, press a button, hit me now. You're not going to get into this game, and it's as simple as that. But we just thought there's definitely a like a turn in the market where players just want to play old-fashioned good games where you actually test your your brain against the computer, let's say, and
sure.
can you work your path through? And that's a cool little puzzle.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I'm going to go for this guy because I know he hits pretty hard, even though I have weakened him a bit. And this guy's broken for now, so I'm going to leave him there.
Absolutely.
And if I can hit him here, and then on the next, when my sorcerer's up, I can break this guy.
Can you hit your spells for a moment, Joe? What have you got in your spells unlocked at the moment?
Oh, pretty much nothing. Because I start.
Have you just got the armor?
Oh, in my spells, yeah, just the armor. Yeah. So before you know, the actual game came out, I had a save that I'd done a lot more on and had extra stuff. But then when
you can drag that across, by the way, so you know.
Yes, I have just realised that. Someone just told me, but a little bit late now. But, to be honest with you, I'm enjoying the grind, to be honest with you.
Love it,
it's okay. It's okay.
Love it. Yeah, it was quite funny because we had one of our good guys and he'd done that. We thought, no, we're going to make you play again. He said, surely I could just drag it across. No, you can't drag your own save across. No. Anyway, he messaged me that evening going, yes, you can. Damn. God, yeah.
Shall I use an AP to just make sure I don't lose any damage? I don't know. I don't normally. It's not, I feel like it's not worth it. Only 8 damage and then plus the fire.
Yeah, what we've done now, which I think is really cool. Well, I think it's really cool. When you apply armor now, it doesn't go unless it's hurt. Where it used to disappear on the Delver's turn, now it will remain and it can stack. So it's really good because when I'm using Blaze, I can actually stack armor onto Blaze and then start guarding, knowing that my armor is over the attack value, so I'm not too worried so much.
Yes,
so that's brought in a really nice dynamic.
So sometimes you would do it, and then it would go on to the next character, and it would automatically.
Yeah. So for example, if you actually do the magical barrier now, they'd all get 7.
Yes.
Okay. That will stay until they're attacked. That doesn't go anywhere now.
Yeah, because what I kept doing is because this sorcerer was last.
Yeah.
So sometimes he would be last in the queue, and then my next is I would do that, and then they would instantly lose it on their turn, and they hadn't
exactly. Everyone complained about that. So yeah, Eddie done a complete right, and we pushed that patch straight away. So now your armor stays, and yes, it stacks.
Yeah.
So again, if you've done a magical barrier with Percy, you're getting 7 across. But then if you play your spell onto Kaijin or whatever. Yeah. It will stack on. She will now hold that armor unless she's attacked. Okay. So you can start working out sort of, you know, if I'm going to be attacking with these, he's going to become or she's going to become weak. I could stack armor. I don't have to worry too much if they're attacked because I've got the armor stacked to deal with that. I've got, say, maybe 2 or 3 punch runs to take out some of the damage dealers before I have to worry. So there's a lot more variables where before the armor just went on its turn. Yeah. And you almost being penalised for playing a good way, you know.
Yeah, like trying to be safe and everything. Well, that's the one thing which at the moment, like I tried the king and I tried like the tank and stuff, and there's a lot of spells in there which are about like protecting each other and and I keep just not wanting to use them, but then I've found myself trying to use them more and more, and you do start to see the value in them, especially as you get up to higher hitting bosses or higher hitting, enemies, especially if they're corrupted.
Absolutely.
At the start, I'm like, nah, I don't need that. Let's just attack. And then now I'm like, oh god, I need the other stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also when you finish the game and you go to the skill tree, you will notice in the unlocks, you know, you get upgrades on the you know, like the attack or the cleave, but you also get relics that you can unlock, which add to the pool. So when you get to these relic points, you've got chances of them popping in. They all need to be unlocked, and obviously. Skills and advanced skills and skills going up. So there's lots of reasons to get the scarabs or the gold going back, but only certain types are available per character. Now, what we've done, which I like, is if you find an item like a spell you want, you'll see the little, you know, universe sort of icon. Yeah. If you click that, it takes you to the upgrade tree and shows you where in the progression of what character it sits at. So you can say, I need to unlock this character and do this progression to get that skill. Okay. So, you know, it all ties in. So it's, well, we think it's a neat system because we've done it, obviously. Yeah, I like it. But it's not just, I can unlock this and I can unlock that and away I go. There's lots of things you need to do before you get there, which is all about the grind.
So here I've got, like, obviously my relic. So Is that you
Yep.
know it's got like bronze, silver, gold. So you saying
Yes.
that this gold one is better than the rest?
We are, but there are there's a lot of conversation sometimes because depending on your play style, a silver or a bronze relic actually can be more useful than a gold.
Yeah.
So what we've done is said,
Sorry,
in
mate,
our
I'm just
opinion,
gonna let my dog in. He keeps
no,
barking
you're
at me on
fine.
the balcony. 1 second.
Bless him. Lovely boy, isn't he?
I'm back. Sorry about that. So,
No, lovely boy.
I was
So
thinking
yeah,
that this for me, 20% HP from the elite monsters. Like that's a decent amount of HP.
absolutely. But what we've found is, yes, they're sort of common, uncommon, and epic in a way. What we're finding is, again, depending on your play style and depending on how your run's going, some of those relics may perform better for you than the higher graded ones because of the position you're in. So, for example, like you're saying, if you're struggling, that health point is a really cool one for you. However, if you're playing such that you are really dominating, you're not necessarily too worried about picking up a relic with extra health, and some of the others are more important. So again, it all comes back to the more you can add to that pool, the more variance you're being offered, the more that sets for your play style. If you know what your play style is, then you're aiming for those relics that are suitable for that play style, etc., etc. So there's lots of things to think about apart from just the run.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go down the gold route, I think.
Oh, you're going to go for more gold.
A little bit harder. Yeah.
Nice,
Oh, I
nice.
got 2 corrupted.
Oh.
I had one, Barry, that literally went 3 corrupted on the final boss, and I just got smashed before I even had a turn.
It does.
It was bad.
They are beatable, though, Joe. I promise they are beatable.
No, of course. I mean, I you know, especially as you know, that's the whole point of like a roguelite, right? Essentially, is you've got to play through it, get your coins, upgrade, figure new spells out that go back, and it's you know, enjoyably time consuming.
It's really nice seeing the community because I mean I know I've mentioned Slam a few times, but at the moment he had a copy because we've known Slam, so he was doing some testing and tryout for us. But to see him sort of like hitting the runs at corruption level 12 is really rewarding on 2 fronts. I mean, one, he's really enjoying it, so it's great to see him do it. But it's also, there you go, that's a native gamer, no help, no cheats, no support. He's worked it through and he's banging it out. So we know it's all achievable. No, I know. It's frightening, but it's cool.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like, you know, with any game, you get the people that are just so dedicated and they just learn every single minute, you know, combo and spell. And I'm definitely not one of those people, to be honest with you. But I do enjoy the grind and trying to figure it out myself, even though I can't get to the level that those guys get to.
I think one of the things which is really nice from a studio point of view as well is obviously you're making a game, right? So the likes of Eddie quite rightly will be working out design parameters, design structures, design trees, and it's all, you know, it's all very, you know, this is the way, right?
Yeah.
And what's really funny is when you, let's say you let your game go to the public, which obviously you do because that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Then you watch someone play it and he plays it not as you've intended, but he's playing it really well and controlling it like a boss, and it's like, wow. And that's when the game evolves because you realize you've got a game. There is not one way to beat it. There's many ways, and it's dependent on how your mind works and how your strategy is evolving. And that's quite lovely to watch because it's like, what, how, why, how did it, wow, look. And they're finding combinations, they're finding attack strategies, they're finding defense strategies that we hadn't thought of, but they're working because it's all well balanced, which is really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And then what we're also doing, that's quite a good win there. And what we're also wanting to do is monitor community feedback constantly. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, the game is for gamers, right? It's not, it's like you, I know where you stand on that point. So what we're doing is every feedback we'll look at. Now, what we're saying is we're not going to do everything that people tell us because it's obviously our game. But where it makes total sense and it enhances the gameplay, then, yeah, for sure, we're going to be all over it. So we'll constantly keep evolving, which is the cool thing.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. It's, I mean, I've been enjoying it quite a lot since I've got my hands on it.
That's only because we've had to pay you $100, Joe.
I wish, mate. I wish.
Yeah, just for everyone. Bless. Joe's done this for a cup of tea. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we haven't even given you that, man. But yeah,
it's all right. I do it for the love, Barry.
I know you do. That's why we love you, man.
But yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying it a lot, and I definitely want to try and you know, talk to someone who can like yourself, who can you know, teach me the combos. What do I need to buy? What skill trees? Who are the best characters? I mean, have you started to figure that stuff out? Like, who are the best characters? Do you have to like nerf any yet or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still very much the combo you've got is what I used to play with all the time. Obviously, at the moment, I'm still using Blaze because I'm trying to use the guard concept a lot more, which is quite interesting. At this moment in time, I'm just finished I'm about level 1, Act 1 or Chapter 1 into Undead, so I'm not that far through. But I'm enjoying it, especially since the latest upgrades.
Yeah.
But yeah, people like, as I say, Slam and a few others, I will watch them on stream. They're quite often on our Discord channel, just playing in the background, and anyone can watch.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? And just trying to keep up is quite interesting. So it really is a sort of like a time eater where just pop in half hour a day, try a different character, try a different strategy. And it's a bit puzzle solving. And sometimes when you get it wrong, you really know you've got it wrong quite early. The game's quite punishing. But when you get it right, it's quite a good buzz. Like yesterday with some of the new patches, it was really difficult. And I played for the first time the Jackal Guard again with all the new bits on. And I only just got through the Jackal Guard. But it was really sort of like, you felt a sense of achievement. It's like, yeah, that was cool. That was really...
When it misses,
doesn't that annoy you? Yeah, doesn't that annoy?
When you're just like, well, easy, mate. I've got this one. And then it just misses.
That's where I tend to want to use Kaijin's Cleave as well. When you've got like 2 or 3 on really low numbers, you just sort of can mop them up. That's when it's useful.
Oof.
Oh,
I'm on low attack here.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Do I kill him or do I stop him?
That is the question.
I'll kill him because I got that guy. I can hopefully stop that one. And I can probably get a heal in as well.
And you can... you magical...
There we go, broken. Yeah.
Nice. Good save. Good save.
And then I could, if I want to be cheeky. I mean, I'm going to do it just for the gram. Ooh, no, because of 10... How much am I hitting? I'm hitting 14 at the moment. So if I go all the way back to my sorcerer and hope that this hits, I can heal myself. And then this is hitting for 14 now.
You got 80% chance. Ooh. Yeah, nice. Good play. Good play, Joe.
Yeah, but you know what? When that 20% just misses, you're like, nah, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. The percentages are true, as in, you know, you should have hit 8 out of 10 times. But the amount of times I've missed, and it's like, this is rigged. And it's like, well, I know it's not rigged. But it's rigged. Why are they missing? And it's you're so into the game, but it's cool.
No, it's great. It's honestly great. So, like, you know, where did the inspiration come from for this, would you say?
Well, if you don't mind on that one, I'd as you say, I'll get Ed on and he can give you the real background.
Yeah, for sure.
Lovely.
Yeah,
cheers, mate. One sec, mate.
Thanks, mate.
They want to talk to the game designer about the inspiration. Just give it 5 minutes and I'll put your hand up. Oh yeah.
All right.
Hello.
Welcome. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Thanks. How you doing?
Good. I haven't seen you in person in a while.
Yeah, I know it has.
It's been away in your room making this.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I'm enjoying it a lot, honestly.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm sure you could help me actually with give me the exact guide that I need to tell me what characters are the best, what's the best combos. But at the moment, I'm just plodding along with these guys.
Yeah, nice. So what I would say is that your composition there doesn't have a lot of mitigation. So
no, I'm just trying to go all out attack right now. I know.
Yeah. All out attack can work. So in that team comp, your best tool here is probably Shiro's counterattack. Because
this one here.
Yeah, so yeah, that against the skeleton, because it's going to deal 20 damage, you're going to take a small amount of damage from it and any curses, but that skeleton's not doing any curses. So if you do that, you'll deal 20 damage to the skeleton, which is decent chunk of its health.
Also, what's this called? The purple bar, what are they actually called?
Breakpoints.
Yeah, breakpoints. I kept forgetting.
Yeah.
So does it also do a breakpoint if he hits me and I hit him back?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so it's kind of worth it then, yeah.
Yeah, he will. So when it hits his turn, he will regenerate 1 breakpoint, but you'll then take it straight off again. So because you're going to
get rid of these two. So if I do that and that, just to break that guy,
yeah,
and then do this on this guy.
Yeah. So you've redirected it. So now Percival isn't taking any damage.
Yeah.
So you took 10, but then dealt 20. Yeah.
Now this guy's scaring me, but he's just gonna use a shield for now. So I could probably just be okay with it and maybe just try and break the skeleton for the next round.
Yeah, I mean, the skeleton's dealing 10 damage and is going to be gaining 10 armor. So I heard you talking to Barry about the armor change that we've done yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. So that now means that actually doing monsters that just give 10 armor or so are really dangerous. You know, it does end up meaning that you kind of need to deal with them.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it quickly runs away. But yeah, skeleton's broken. Fantastic.
Now, if I can try and get this guy killed before he attacks next. Boom.
Yeah,
exactly
nice.
At the right point. So now I just got to worry about this guy who I haven't taken anything away from yet. And he's going to do a bit of a cleave.
Yeah, that's fine. He does have a passive on him as well.
Yeah, what's that? So that means he takes less damage?
If you hold it, so click and hold on him.
Oh, yes, you're right.
So you can see down at the bottom right. So he has armor.
Oh, evasive.
He's going to evasive. So he's 10% harder to hit, basically.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And then he is going to start reinforcing tomb bats. So he is going.
Oh, God, I forgot.
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
Otherwise, I would have killed him first because he did that earlier and it was so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh,
reinforcing. Yeah, he is.
Oh, God. Okay. Don't worry. I'll just kill the tomb bat. That's what I did last time. Oh,
yeah,
and he
exactly.
hit me. He was allowed to do 2 things.
Yeah, so corrupted monsters quite often have passives where it will be things like reinforcing other monsters. It's quite a dangerous
oh my God.
mechanic.
Wait, he's got 2 rats, so I might be able to leave him for 1 more round before he goes up, right?
Yeah. But that corrupted guardian golem is going to reinforce whenever it gets the chance, it's going to continuously reinforce. So you want to take him out, basically.
What, this guy, you mean?
No, guy on the right, the one that's reinforcing. Because even if you take out that totem, he's just going to keep doing it.
Okay.
Which is where we're playing around with target prioritization with corrupted monsters, because now he is actually a much bigger threat than base form of the guardian golem.
Well, I think I can break him here.
Yeah.
So let's try and do that. Oh, this guy's so low as well. But wait, is he about to change?
Yeah, all of it's coming.
I don't have enough.
I'm
going to get rid of this guy first, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to move yet anyway.
Yeah, then he's going to come in.
No.
Yeah, and then you got to use your attack to try and break
him. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So now won't reinforce because you've broken. Yeah. It's kind of one of the.
I should be able to finish this off with this guy.
Yeah.
This guy. Now I'm gonna risk this here, but I'm gonna move on to the next guy. I'm gonna heal myself and hope this hits. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Nice. And then you're not in too bad a spot. You know, it was a bit dicey on Percival. Yeah.
I'm at the boss now. Anyway, sorry. The whole point I wanted to chat to you is because I was asking Barry about inspiration and stuff, and for the game in general. Yeah.
So it's inspiration of kind of those old school kind of tactical games, kind of JRPGs, Pokemon. Whenever you think about those old school turn-based games, but combining that with roguelites like Slay the Spire or like a little bit of Darkest Dungeon, And that was kind of what we were wanting to do with this, is create that kind of fusion where you get to play around, kind of express yourself in how you want to play the game through getting different upgrades, choosing your team comps, and that kind of turn-based team builder strategy.
Yeah.
But then really focus down on that replayability and that cycle of feeling like every run is different. And depending on who you take in is how you want to play, which we've got a bunch of ideas on, which a lot of these ideas have come from talking to the community and really kind of listening to feedback. But we've got a lot of ideas of how we want to kind of expand that player choice and really dive into making it even more fun and giving players even more freedom to do what they want.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was saying to Barry, it's going to be a lot of like, trial and error, what works, what doesn't work. Trying to figure out your combos. And I guess because there's quite a lot of characters and there's a lot of skill trees, the more you play, the more you unlock, the more you can figure out. So I'm sure that there's endless possibilities. I even thought about, could I build if I had like 3 tanks or 3 like support and tank combo, could you just have instant survivability? We just always survive. Down ever so slowly,
Yeah, no, definitely. Especially with the way that armor's working. So one of the kind of design philosophies for how we designed the Delvers was that even if someone's a healer, they shouldn't just heal. So say take Percival in the middle there as a healer role. He has his meteor to hit everyone and deal damage. He's got 6 AP, which means he can do 3 attacks in a turn, and then he's got a little bit of utility with his magical barrier. But the focus there was make sure that he's viable in as many comps as possible, and he's not just sitting there as a healer being a heal bot. So taking 3 tanks into there, taking 3 tanks into there will actually should work. It depends how you play it and what spells you take in with you. Because spells make a very nice. I was just about to say that'll sunder his armor, which no, nice spot.
I'm starting to get there, don't worry.
Yeah, nice.
I'm gonna have to see. I like to save my AP. I hate to use all of it because then I feel like I put myself in a bit of a bad spot sometimes. So I'm like willing to take this guy's hit. I know that.
Oh no, I fully agree.
Although I hate how this guy kept putting all of this. I'm hitting for half right now, which is. I thought, well, I've got to try and take that guy out in a way.
Agreed. It's where the level ups come in, because I mean one of Percival's level ups for his heal action makes it so that you cleanse all curses on heroes when you use it.
That would be great. I'm
asleep. So that really helps in this fight. This is actually a really hard fight. And kind of working towards it and figuring out the comp of what heroes you're taking in, what upgrades you're getting, and we are looking to in the near future add in ways for you to be able to modify and manipulate what you're getting inside of a run. So looking at relics and then saying, I don't want this relic, I'm gonna re-roll what I've got, or maybe looking at a system of taking certain relics in with you. I mean, currently we're listening to what players are saying and hitting those kind of key points where people are either having confusion or people are wanting more mechanics. So that's where we are at the moment. But I think adding in that ability to control what you're getting is one of the things that we want to look at very soon.
Okay. I'm thinking I can. Well, that guy's dead. I can hopefully try and get 2 hits on this guy. Oh, that always happens to me when I need it the most. Right, this is going to be a tricky next turn. Is this guy attacking me? Oh no, he's done one of those. Oh.
Right, you can break him.
I can break this guy.
Yeah.
Right.
So one of the things with the totems is if you complete the level before the totem summons, it will disappear.
Oh, I don't know. It's going to be hard. I've got 2 rounds, I guess.
You got 2 rounds. You might be able to. It's just the weakened. This boss fight.
I've been constantly weakened the whole fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this guy's gonna kill my mage. No, he's not. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting to like look at what they're gonna.
There is a lot going on this.
Yeah.
So where I was saying earlier that spells are a really big part is so on the Delver trees.
Spells,
yeah, on the Delver trees, you've got one spell which is basically an AOE cleanse, so it just removes all of the curses on your heroes. It's got a really high cooldown, but it's perfect for this. You've also got an ability where it sunders monster armor, just gets rid of it completely.
Yeah, I think I might do this.
Yeah.
Oh no, is that guy? He's about to turn, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot about him.
Have you got your spell?
No, I've only got yeah, I need to do a shield. I've got a shield.
Yeah.
So I should probably shield. Maybe the
middle guy. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do next round. I do that so often.
Yeah, no.
I can actually kill this guy now though because I don't have thingy on. Oh,
yeah.
He's 1 away.
That's fine. You've got him.
Alright, so if I do that.
Yeah, nice.
That. I think I can make it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close though. He's gonna. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Right. I gotta take out this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. You got this. You got this.
I mean, it's gonna be close though. Oh no, he's healing. Oh yeah. Sorry, he's doing that. That's good. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's go time.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Agreed.
Bam, and he's done. Yeah, he's broken. Oh, mate, though, cutting it right to the wire here,
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, very nice. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. You did really well.
That was not bad.
That was dicey.
Yeah, that was really dicey. My root difficulty, I did go on the healing easy one at one of them.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. Hey, defeated Saracen got the keystone. Nice. I can hear my son coming up the stairs.
Bless him.
He'll be a gamer soon, don't worry.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a bit of the story, which I haven't got too into yet, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. No.
He does like to grab my microphone and try and... Yeah.
Oh, that's very... How old is he?
He'll be 2 in May, so currently, yeah, like when did you? May the 4th, so it's 21 months or whatever, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Well, there we go. I've now got through the first act. Oh, there was that one thing I did want to ask you.
Yeah.
Was so when I'm here, wait. So this corrupted level.
Mm-hmm.
If I put that down to 0 and then press play, it should just be corrupted level 0, right?
Yeah, we've had this reported. That's something that we're fixing as we speak.
Okay. But I mean, I do like the challenge. I do like putting it up, and it is. I mean, I managed to defeat that one with 3 corruptions.
Yeah.
So I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so just a bit of advice from you.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the next? Who should I get next?
So
I did use this chick at one point.
Yeah.
For this rally, and when you upgrade the rally, you get 100% more damage, but you lose a bit of health.
Yeah.
I was combining that with
Kaijin. Yeah.
And Kaijin was smashing it at the start of every round. And I went back to the start and got like no hit rounds where I just had 0 damage the whole time, just by using that. So
Yeah, Sage is really good. So Sage is a duelist.
Yeah.
So that's the class ability rally there. Sage, Captain Crook, and Viper will all have that. So yeah, Captain Crook there. He.
Wow. I thought you were. He's walking on the balcony. Oh yeah, so Captain Cook has it as well. Yeah, I did notice they do have some abilities that are similar, right?
Yeah, so that's based off their class. So Viper and Captain Crook are duelists. So they'll have the rally ability. Say Percival, Cosmo, and Queen Rowena are healers. So they'll have the heal class action or the heal ability.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get kind of a little bit of familiarity. But then their kind of key piece abilities that you see on the bottom left and the one above are kind of their unique aspects to them.
I was interested in this one. Give one Delver 2 AP, but it costs you 3 AP. I assume maybe there's an upgrade later on that kind of changes this around a bit, but I guess also if you want to hand that to a high attacking player on the next one or something, that makes sense. But yeah, it's interesting, and I could see where it's going to go with all of this. I haven't explored it all yet, but it's really interesting to see where it's all going to go.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it's definitely cool. Some of the AP ones though, what was it? Where's the king?
The 4 AP, yeah.
4 AP for this one.
Yeah.
Although I did, so commands his allies to perform an attack on a single target, but he doesn't also attack, just the other 2 attack, right?
Yeah, there is an upgrade where he also attacks.
Oh, okay. See, makes sense. Yeah.
And then any buffs that they have. Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
So any buffs that the Delvers have. So if you had, say, Kaijin and Shira, and they've both got Berserk, they would attack with Berserk.
Okay.
So
yeah, interesting.
It's kind of why it costs 4 AP, because it's good, but it can be amazing with the right team comps.
Say hi.
Hello.
Nice, mate. Well,
awesome.
Thank you so much.
No worries
for this game. I'm definitely gonna keep playing it and keep exploring it and do some more streaming of it. I do need to do some upgrades. It is hard to, like, you really have to go through and read everything and go, okay, should I do it on Percival first, or should I start on Kaijin? And you really have to figure it out. And obviously, like, the higher you get, you have to actually go into like harder dungeons to actually get the levels up on the rest of them. So I guess it is a bit of do these bits, and then when you get to higher dungeons, then you can do the next bits, etc.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of start working your way through.
But no, it's really interesting. And yeah, mate, I won't keep you any longer, but thank you so much.
No, thanks, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I'm going to be sending you some WhatsApps, just like, how do I do this? And
yeah.
Watch
100%.
And but no, I'm really enjoying it. So thank you so much for making this awesome game.
No, thanks, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Awesome.
And
do I need to say bye to Barry, or shall I just end?
Nah, you're all okay. You're all good. He's I think he's got a call that he's just popped out on. So
okay, no worries. And mate, sorry, I forgot to ask though. What's your title in all of this again?
I'm designer, so nice. I kind of try and figure out how to make it all balanced.
Well, I was gonna say, how does the math work on all of this? Is that you trying to do that?
Yeah, lots of spreadsheets. Lots of spreadsheets.
I can't imagine. Honestly, you've got to show me these spreadsheets, because I can't imagine thinking about how you balance that. And I guess it's like you're always changing it. And
yeah, so it's a lot of it is trying to work out like action economy. So make sure that someone always has something that they can do on their turn other than just attacking. Then looking at the effect of something and working out like how much of an effect per action point does it have. And then just playing it, seeing how it feels, and then adjusting based off of that, because you can do all the maths you want, and most of the time it doesn't quite actually work in the way that you think.
No, for sure. I'm sure you've played the game a lot as well to make it
yeah, exactly. Awesome. But yeah, no, thank you so much, man.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it.
All right, cheers.
Have a good one.
Take care. Bye.
Bye bye. And that is it for the stream. Dylan is here crying. What's happened, buddy? Come here. Say bye. Come say bye. You hurt your finger? Yeah. Okay, say bye. Until next time, we will be streaming some more Dungeonfell. You can get the game on Steam. I have put the code in the description as well, so check it out. Yeah? Yeah? Say bye. Cheese. Bye. Till next time.